Hey there, welcome to the Cognizant Crone. We are on day 30 of 365 days of this vlog challenge that I've set for myself. And today I want to talk about scheduling versus flowing. So I was thinking about this because recently, I've had some big changes happening in my life and still do, going through like a transition period at this time. And I took a lot of time to just kind of go with the flow, right? Just go with the flow. Don't stress out about things, right? Like just go, okay, it's okay. You know, life's good. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing gonna be all right, okay? If you know, you know. Which is fine. But what I found was that it got to a point where I almost, how do I put this? I felt like, I'm not going to say this was definite. It felt like I was starting to kind of slide into lazy mode. Which sometimes, having a lazy day or having a couple lazy days or moments or whatever is fine. Like lazy is such a 4-letter word, but sometimes it really shouldn't be. Like it depends on the context and what's going on. Sometimes we need that. We need that downtime. I've had a lot of it, and not to take away from what was going on, but like I was convalescing for a few months, right? I had to take some time off work. I was unwell. Long story, but I'm doing much better. I'm back on track for the most part, right? I'm not perfect, don't get me wrong, but ups and downs like any other normal day, but most of my physical ailments and symptoms have gone away. And I noticed the last 2 days, some symptoms have come back, and I'm like, what is that all about? And then I started kind of taking stock of what I've been doing, because I got to a point where I was feeling so good, so amazing, that I was ready to take on the world again. But I feel like I'm kind of sluggish and slowing down. Now, having said that, it's the end of January. We're smack dab in the middle of winter here in Canada, and it sucks, and it's stupid cold and whatever. So weather does play a big part of that. I don't care what anybody says, huge. Especially you're not getting your vitamin D if there's no sun or it's too cold to go out. Like it's a thing, okay? It's a thing. It's totally a thing. So what I have been trying to do the last couple days is like setting my alarm and getting up and trying to get into more of a routine as I have started looking to get, like, trying to get back into the workforce again, the work world. And that's a whole other thing as well. But I've got irons in the fire. I always do, in terms of like side hustles and stuff. I have contract stuff that I can always do, or bid for, like try to get side jobs and stuff like that. And I'm a tarot card reader, but I haven't been connected to that, and that's not working very well for me. I shouldn't say that. It took me a while to get back up to speed. It's actually going a lot better, so I think I'm almost there. But it's about the whole thing of, should I continue to just let things flow? Was trying to get back into that more structured routine, not rigid, but more structured routine. Is this just timing? I don't believe in coincidence, right? Is this the universe's way of saying, listen, just cool your jets, lady. Do what you need to, and don't worry so much about the timing. Like, whatever I need to get done in a day will get done for the most part. Like the last day and a half, no, it was like I had like zero energy and stuff. But I'm starting to feel a lot better now already tonight. So tomorrow I should be like back on track, which is fine. But it's that letting go and letting things flow versus getting into a schedule. When is it right to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it almost feels like I'm being told, don't worry about scheduling yet, right? Just go with the flow. Don't set the alarm. Just like start your day whenever you wake up and you get up. Just start your day then. It's not like I'm sleeping till noon, trust me. I'm a morning person, so like if I sleep past like 7 a.m., this is a big deal. Okay, like I'm an early riser. And like hit the ground running early riser. Like I want to do as much as I can as soon as I get up, because that's when I'm most productive. That's like the sweet spot for me. It's the best time for me to do anything, literally anything, right? So yeah, sometimes I think we get those messages and it's just a gentle reminder, like, don't worry about it. So what kind of reminder do you get when it's like, okay, it's time to go, nudge, nudge, nudge? And I don't know, is it sleep patterns, right? Messages from the universe, angels, guides, whatever. Those things can happen too. Like those are more obvious. Or you have a dream saying, hey, here's the schedule you should be following. I know it's kind of a dumb analogy, but it's the only thing I could think of. So, so there's that. But I think that being part of that, like having that Western North American hustle culture, is probably where some of that is coming from, because we're inundated by it. Like we're constantly told we need to do more, faster, have your full-time job and then start a business and do stuff on the side, do all this stuff. Like it's like go, 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 right? So when there's any form of pulling back or slowing down, feels like you're doing something wrong. So I'm kind of thinking maybe it has to be almost like a hybrid between the two. So listen to your body, honor your body. And I'm not saying like if you have a job and you have to be somewhere by 8 a.m. to start, that you just go, I'll just show up whenever I want. No, it's not what I'm saying. Like do it to the best of your ability, right? And what works for you. Like I said, I'm a morning person, so it's like no big deal for me to have to get up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. Like I don't even bat an eye. Whereas if you're more of a night owl, it's like, please don't make me get out of bed till 10 a.m. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll work till 2 in the morning, right? Maybe that's more of your speed and your style. But still at the end of the day, I think as much as possible, it's to try to get a blend of the two. And I think you have to find that sweet spot for yourself. Like maybe you need mostly routine with some ebb and flow. Or you need a lot of ebb and flow where you have more flexibility, but with a little bit of routine. And maybe you need a 50-50. But it's testing that to see what works, right? And I think I'm still in that test phase where I thought like, oh my God, you know what? I think now, this was like 2 weeks ago or something. I was like, okay, I'm back in the game. So you know what? I'm going to set my alarm every morning and get up and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I don't have to apply for jobs at 6 a.m. You know what I mean? I don't have to scour Indeed at 6 a.m. I can do it at 9. Like, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about what your lifestyle is and what your responsibilities are and see how you can make the changes and shifts that you feel the need to, right? So I think that's kind of where I am right now. I think it's just still testing and trying to find that sweet spot until my schedule has to change, right? In terms of whatever I need to produce in terms of income, right? So if I get some kind of, I don't know, what was I going to say? Like an online job where the hours are flexible and it's like, oh, you can start anywhere between 6 a.m. and noon. Okay, cool, great. You put in your 7-8 hours, whatever. Okay. Or if I end up just doing freelance stuff, then it's like totally flexible, but you're still going to have your deadlines, right? So how do you structure your day from that perspective? So we'll see what happens. And, I'm open to anything. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Like I'll roll with whatever comes my way. But it's having the time right now to kind of play around with it and figure out what works best for me, what suits me at this point in time. So I think that's kind of why maybe I was kind of smacked down a little bit. It's like, girl, don't even worry about it. You just do what you need to do And as long as you're hitting the points you need to every day, then it's good. You're all good. This is how I'm going to look at it anyway. So I'm going to test my theory. So cross your fingers for me, right? throw me some good juju. We'll see how that pans out. But tell me about you. How do you structure your day? Are you more go with the flow, or do you need to have more of a rigid schedule or even a flexible schedule? What does that look like for you? What's the optimal schedule or flow for you? I'd like to know. And any tips and tricks, because you know what? We're all looking for tips and tricks in life. So put them in the comment box below. Comment box, description box. That's comments and description box combined into one. Put them in the comments below. Okay, I'm really getting off now. just go hang up. Here we go. Anyway, we're done. Day 30, and I will see you tomorrow for day 31. Bye.